Hey there, guys. Welcome to the Donnie and Cerise show. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for all the views that you gave us on our first video.
Thank you.
Wasn't that awesome?
Nice.
I thought it was great.
Not bad for a first show.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty outstanding. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Today's video is a little controversial. What do you think, Donnie?
I really don't care. No, it's gonna be interesting. I want to hear. I've heard it, but I just want to hear it again and put my thoughts together. But it's a little awkward.
All right, so let's watch it.
Because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average Black American guy who now was able to choose between what he was dealing with before and somebody completely new. And let me tell you, the moment I stepped into that man's life, he really didn't know how to deal with my femininity, because I was not loud, I was not screaming, I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him, because that's not something that I learned from home. If somebody would speak, and especially a man, you would let that man speak, and then you would listen and then say whatever you have to say, right? So I was clean, I cooked. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offer him some fruit. He didn't know none of this.
She just seems so ignorant to me. She obviously is not around a lot of men that have been around a lot of queens. She said there's simply no competition for her.
Well, I think I hate to think that she was speaking for all women, but I just take that as her experience and what she experienced with this guy. Like, the guy had never been involved with a feminine woman. It appeared that he'd been used to strong women. That's what I took from it.
I took a lot more from it than that. I come from a family of women. I'm mixed with Black, Native, Mi'kmaq from East Canada, and also Scottish. Okay, my ancestors come from West Africa, Sierra Leone. And I know my heritage. I know where I come from, and I know I come from good people. And a lot of the women in my family, even if they are not feminine, they still know how to serve a man when he goes into her home. Any woman out there, ladies, tell me, it doesn't make you competition because you serve someone in your home. When someone goes in your home, would you like a drink? I know people from the hood that say, would you like a drink? Put some chips down. Would you like some chips? You prepare for that man when he's in your home. And when he lives with you, you already know when he's coming home from work what he likes. You have his drink ready for him or his food ready for him. I don't want to hog the conversation here, but I come from a long line of women. It's just women that can get things done. I really didn't like it when she said she doesn't, she's clean and she cooks. Every Black woman I know is clean and cooks.
Well,
what was that comment about?
Like I say, I hope she was not. I don't think she was generalizing. I hope she was just speaking of what she was told from the gentleman she was with. It is unfortunate, though, that a lot of men are experiencing that. That mentality where, they're not cooking anymore. They're not serving the men anymore because they feel like, they're working. Like, you have these two-parent households where each partner works, and the women feel like they're equal. They're equally as important, but men and women aren't equal. I don't care what anybody says. We are equally important to the relationship, but we have two different roles as men and women. And just women, a lot of women, not all, because there are some women who speak up and speak out. There's some women out there that they don't feel like they should have to cook. They don't feel like they have to clean anymore. They feel like a man should be doing the woman's duties now. But let a tire go flat, or let an intruder come into the home, or let the gutters need cleaning, then you won't see a woman wanting to take on those responsibilities, and that's what we will run up against in this day and time.
I understand that. And I guess we get to stereotypes when that comes up, because there are a lot of women these days who do love to change a tire or learn. Like on my other YouTube channel, Cerise Fairfax, in my earlier videos, I have videos of myself changing a car battery. And I love doing that. My dad raised me like that, and he always said to me, you know what, learn how to cook. My dad did the cooking most times. He was a great cook. He also did the laundry. 4 girls, 1 boy in the house, children. And my mom was the breadwinner, and she went out to work, and my dad ran business from home, and they both collaborated. My dad was, like I said, an awesome cook. And he made sure that he even braided all our hairs. Like my mom, she knew how to braid, but my dad, he knew how to braid. So, you know, these days I do find that a lot of the women, I agree with you, they're out, they're getting things done, just as busy. But I also find that a lot of the men are stepping up. They're not just getting home and saying,
100.
bring me my food, woman.
Exactly.
They're like, you know what, queen? I know you had a hard day, because what you texted me from work today must have been tough to deal with, challenging. Sit down, kick your feet up, I'm bringing food home. Or sit down, kick your feet up, I got dinner tonight. And this is what a relationship is all about. But unfortunately, this woman is generalizing about all black women, because at the very beginning she says she simply has no competition.
She did say that. And yeah, she's wrong for that,
Right,
because she got some competition out there.
she does. Cooking and cleaning doesn't make you a woman. It doesn't. Bringing home food for the family and going out and working like a man doesn't make you a strong woman or an independent woman either. What a relationship, what it's about is treating the other person the way you want to be treated. This woman, for her to think that no women are out there that she can compete with, a sister out there that can't have no competition for her. I'm like, this woman really lost a brain. And then she says, all loud, and you can tell that woman can get loud. When you're looking at her and she's talking with that attitude, and she's like, there's simply no competition. You can see she has attitude, and you can see she gets loud. I was raised with Africans, Jamaicans, Grenadians. I was raised with all black people from all around the world, being from Canada, and they are all very clean, and they cook wonderful. And many of them go to church, they read their Bible, and they don't fight and argue and yell.
I used to when I was young and dumb, but
You used to yell?
I won't, man. I won't now. You can't trigger an emotion out of me now. I just smile.
That's good. And you see, that's maturity, I think.
Yeah, it's maturity, and it's just you know, it's not worth it.
No, I don't think arguing and
Going back
fighting.
and forth, yeah, it's not worth it.
Well, let's say relationships. Let's say a woman picks a fight with you about something that is making her uncomfortable or insecure. What is your response?
My response, I hear you out, and I make my point. I put in my perspective. I give my perspective. She gives her perspective, and there's got to be some common ground. There's got to be some solution. And if you can't come up with a solution, I'm not saying you got to throw in the towel or you got to, but there has to be a solution. And it's not, you're not going to get everything your way. I'm not going to get everything my way. We have to come up with a solution.
I agree. Solutions, it proves that there's some compatibility
Right.
in the relationship. And when we think that there are no arguments, then we are just making ourselves live in a fantasy world, you know?
Simple stuff like Don't leave the toilet seat out. Oh my God, women, I don't know what it is about women in that toilet seat.
Well, I'll tell you. When we sit on the toilet seat,
I
we don't
know.
realize that the seat's up. Or if the guy peed on the rim.
Oh my God.
Oh, and see, guys have it difficult because some of you guys, you'll be like, okay, just let me pee with the toilet seat down. And then you dribble a little bit on the seat and we still sit on it and get wet.
Yeah.
So I think that argument is just about a man going pee, afterwards closing the seat, right? Or even a woman, if she knows that her man, ladies, if you know your man is not careful in the washroom, when you go to that washroom and you see the seat, wipe it before you sit on it, or look and see if it's up and put it down. Don't get angry. If he leaves his socks hanging around, just pick them up. These are very simplistic things, and sometimes we do have to accept the little things. Yeah, this woman, I have to say, she doesn't understand anything about her man's heritage, what her man's family did in the past. She doesn't know anything about slavery. I don't think she knows anything about, emasculation of the males, even when black families were trying to get loans in the United States and there were certain zones. Redlining. Like, there were men that couldn't be the full family father figure because he had to struggle in order to keep up with a lot of the Caucasian males. And I don't think even half of that, well, most of it was racism, all of it was racism. But I don't think a lot of those white, powerful men were prejudiced. I think they were racist because they stopped a race from going further. But a lot of those men are quick to get with a black woman. And a lot of those men are not prejudiced. We see them here.
Yes.
And they love black women. So they're not prejudiced. They are racist.
Right. You would hope you know right, exactly, because those same men, and I guarantee you, if you walked up to that same guy, that white man was dating a black girl, and you asked him, would you allow your daughter to date a black man? I guarantee you he turned red. He turned fire red.
And I think it has a lot to do with, and I've said this before, and I know a lot of white people, you guys are watching this, please don't take it offensively. I know my skin's very pale, I'm mixed. Please don't take any of what I'm saying offensively. This is also just my opinion. But I think there's an intimidation factor. I think when you look at a black man, very good at sports, very good at math, like very good at starting a business, you show him something and he's going to perfect it. The melanin in his skin also diminishes a lot of diseases. There is a lot that the white man finds intimidating about the black man, and I think that is really stereotypical, and I apologize if I'm offending anyone. Please take it easy in the comments down below. This is not for everyone, but I just say the majority.
She said it?
There's an intimidation factor. And I believe that what happened was black men were targeted in the United States more specifically. And so this woman did not do her homework on this man that she is serving, you know?
Right.
Like, get to the bottom of the reason why maybe this man was dating women that weren't serving him. Maybe that woman needs to be served. Maybe that woman has gone through so much in her life where, you know, she now wants to be treated properly or being treated with love and respect. Maybe she was raised in a household where the mother did everything because the father came from a family that years before were emasculated. There is the system that we have to look at. And so when women like this start to speak out against a whole entire race of women, it's ridiculous. Do you feel where I'm coming from?
I understand. Trust me. I live it.
Right. Oh, yes. And now a white woman. Have you ever dated a white woman?
Never.
Never.
No, I can
Okay.
barely get black women.
Right.
You're asking a little much for me.
Right?
Barely can get black women.
Okay, so now let's say, do your black women serve you?
Yes. Yeah, I gotta say, every woman that I ever took serious, I'm a red flag guy from the get-go.
What does that mean?
Well, red flag, I look for red flags. I can look at a woman if has masculine energy, if she's, in that feminist movement, where I'm a strong, independent woman, and, I don't cook, clean, like I say, both parties are equally important to the relationship. We bring two different importances to the relationship. A man has his role, a woman has her role. I don't want a woman's role. I don't. And I'm pretty sure a woman don't want my role. So we have to just do our roles. But I look for that when I meet a woman. I talk to a woman, I screen her. I screen, hey, what do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? Is it okay to have male friends? Any woman that tells you, oh yeah, I have male friends. Oh, red flag.
If a woman has friends?
Male friends? I am a man and I am attracted to the opposite sex. I don't want a woman, no, I can't have female friends.
But if your woman has a guy friend, no, she can't have a guy friend.
No, not my woman.
Okay, so you don't trust that she's,
Absolutely not.
and you don't trust him.
100.
So what if he's married and he genuinely really respects your woman, is not attracted to her at all, but they have great conversations?
And he is attracted to her. That's why he's sniffing around.
Really? No way.
That's why he's just sniffing around. He's either been there, done that, or he's getting close to it. Listen, a guy will hang out in the friend zone. He's gonna stick around. He's gonna hang around, and he's gonna wait for the perfect opportunity. Women will tell you, I got friends I slept in the bed with. What are y'all sleeping in the bed? We slept in the bed and nothing happened. Oh, really? A woman can't sleep in my bed and nothing happens. Slept in the same bed. He seen me shower. Oh.
Right. I wouldn't want my man having a girl best friend and they're out all the time hanging out, because I would sense that maybe she was looking for the opportunity to be with him as well.
But you just said it.
But
now you're contradicting yourself.
No.
Yeah.
But I did say the operative word was all the time. If they're hanging out all the time. Now, I don't even want them texting each other all the time.
Yeah.
I am territorial. I am. I don't trust every single female. So I understand how you don't trust every single man.
I don't trust nobody.
Right.
As far as I can see you. You're
Right.
out of sight, out of mind. It's like, you gotta have trust. Let me say that. I trust. I trust. But like you say, you don't know what a person's intentions are. I know. I know what men's intentions are. I'm a man.
Okay, now what if your female friend has a gay friend? I mean, your
She can't have my girlfriend or my wife cannot have any friends of the opposite sex. No, don't call my wife. Don't text my wife. Don't ask my wife, what's up, what you doing, none of that. Go ask some, there's plenty of single females out there, plenty single women out there who are single and searching. Don't come sniffing around here, please.
I don't think that guys should be messaging a female friend all the time either. I don't think that, like for instance, when I'm in a relationship, I don't have time for any other man. When I'm in a relationship, I am with that man. I don't need to go to dinner with a friend. I don't need to go out for drinks with a friend. I'm at home cooking. I'm waiting for my man to come home. I'm always like, hey, and if I get invited out somewhere, if this guy messages me and he's like, hey, what's up? Having a party, come on by. I'll be like, okay, sure. I automatically know that I'm bringing my man with me, and he automatically knows I'm bringing my man with me. And he would also be friends with my man. You know, once we meet, he's gonna meet my man right away. So I don't keep things separate anyway. I'm all in type of woman. I would like to have a man that has no interest in speaking to any other woman at length except for me. He has an issue in life, come to me and talk about it. Is something at work bothering him, talk to me about it. Health concern, anything to do with friends, talk to me about it. I'm very good at discussing things with my man when I'm in a relationship. So now, this is a really good topic, guys. Tell us down below if you would allow your mate to have a friend and why. The type of man that I think I respect most is if I'm on my laptop and if I'm doing my writing, as I'm a writer, if I'm doing my writing or if I'm in the middle of a business call or even just trying to, you know, edit a video or something, even though I work from home and I cannot take myself away from my project, I want the guy to come kiss me on my forehead and say, babe, you know that, you know, the vegetables you took out, just tell me what to do with them. Like, do you want me to cut them up? Do you want me to boil them? Do you want me to fry them? And I will say, oh yeah, can you please just take care of that? And he knows for sure that, you know, whatever he's doing, he's easing my consciousness. I'm not panicking as I'm trying to edit. I'm not panicking as I'm writing. I'm not thinking about that meal that I have to go make because he's hungry and waiting on me. I want to know that he says she's busy, and I know a part of love is the action word. Love is not a feeling. That's emotions, that's lust. Love is a verb, it's action. And when you do things for other people, that shows love. So that's my form of love. If a guy just says, you're busy, I got this. I know a lot of you guys are going to agree with Donnie.
No.
But be easy on me.
No, we want your honest opinion. Let's not do like a lot of women do. And that's how this feminist movement. A lot of women don't call women out on their BS. You know, call me out. Hey, my opinion, I'm 56 years old. I'm like that truck you can't find new part, that old Chevy truck you can't find the parts for. That's me. You know, I am who I am.
Yep.
You know, so call me out.
There's a lot of guys that come here to the Dominican Republic and they get with beautiful younger Dominican women, and those guys, they throw down on the barbecue every day.
Yeah.
And you know, they're like, just they'll go out and do the shopping and get all the food because they know what ingredients they like. I think a lot of American men that come here, especially Black American men,
because
they
women,
love cooking.
Because a woman's attitude and her behavior and the way she moves and the way she carries herself makes you want to do those things.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some barbecue, fire the grill, turn on some music, have some music, you know, sit under these trees. I mean, you know, it's all about mood.
Right.
Mood.
Although I see that those men are going out and doing barbecues all the time, I must admit, I could never picture them picking up a broom and squeezing that mop.
Right, that's not his role. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mop. Questions, comments, concerns.
Absolutely. Put them down below, guys. And make sure you join us next week. Every Sunday we have a brand new video out. And we're not always going to agree. I didn't realize that you weren't a cleaner and a cooker. I'm joking. I'm joking.
How do you think this place stays so clean?
It's beautiful. You guys, ladies, I gotta tell you, it looks like a woman lives here. So I will say that. But these days, there are a lot of bachelors out there that are clean. Like, there's more guys out there these days that have cleaner homes than a woman, and they cook better than most women. So the rules are getting flipped sometimes, and some guys are even, you know, the caregivers to the children at home while the women go out to work.
Right.
Right, so the rules are being flipped. Who's to say it's right? Who's to say it's wrong? It's all about personal opinion and what works for you in your life. So next show, we're going to talk about this woman that's going to be cooking and cleaning for Donnie.
Yeah. Let's talk about that woman.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button, share the video, and put your comments down below.
Please.